around the globe. We've got people listening in the United Kingdom,
Ooh.
New Zealand,
Ooh.
and we've got people listening in on both sides of the United States.
We're like everywhere.
We are everywhere. So
wow.
Tell your friends about it.
That is great.
That's wicked awesome is what
I
it
know.
is.
That's kind of like tooting our own horn, but I mean, that's,
I'm happy to toot my horn.
Okay. Well, you toot your horn.
Well, just
you
for the
horn tooter.
Whatever. Well, no. What I will say, what I will complain about, is this bottle of India Pale Ale. It tastes like perfume.
Really?
It tastes like perfume.
What did you do to it?
I opened it and I started drinking it. All right.
You didn't like the Hoegaarden either.
No. We had a bottle of Hoegaarden earlier. That's what it's called. It's a beer called Hoegaarden.
Yeah. Use your imagination, people.
Yeah, so...
What do they grow in that garden?
Don't know. Let's not go there. All right, tonight's show is kind of a Doctor Who clip show. So we're actually going to go over Jimmie's top 10 favorite episodes.
Mine? Wait, this week?
Yeah.
I'm kidding, I know.
Of course it's you. Of course it's you.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
All right, so what we have is we've got clips brought up that we're going to play. And this is not in any particular order. It's not like it's from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1.
No, it is.
It is?
If you start at the top, yeah.
Start at the top. All right.
Start at the top.
Fine, here's your list.
Here's my list.
All right, so what do you want to go, from 10 to 1?
That's how number one lists are done, Lucas. When
perfume-flavored beer.
And that makes you forget how a top 10 list works?
I'm confused. Beer's not supposed to taste like that. It tastes like perfume.
I don't recall it tasting like perfume when I drank it.
Maybe it was the other one, the one that's got coriander in it.
Coriander.
We didn't even notice that it had that in it until we looked at the ingredients, because we were wondering, why does this taste so unique? And then we looked at the ingredients, and what does it say? Where is it? I don't see it.
It's on the back.
Oh, it says a subtle hint of coriander and orange
It's
peel.
actually not that subtle.
No, it's not subtle at all.
But I like it.
Oh.
I like coriander.
All right, let's get into the list.
Okay, all right. So, you know what we didn't think of? This shows you sometimes we forget things.
Yep.
What I would have liked is if we had gone into, like, when the BBC does their top 10s or their best, and they're like, number 10!
Yeah, we don't have that.
No, we don't. We just have me and my cheap imitation number 10.
That doesn't matter. People like our accents.
Top 10, we could be like, and here's for my David Tennant episode.
Whatever. All right, so...
And here's my Christopher Eccleston episode for number 9. I could just count backwards.
Whatever makes you happy.
It wouldn't be good if we did top 20, though. Then we get too confusing.
Yeah, that is wicked confusing. That's too much to even try to comprehend. There being 20 favorites. I mean, there's more than that, but I mean like a top 20?
True. Well, there's 14 actually on my list.
Okay.
Well, that's because I count 2-part episodes as one.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
It works well for storytelling. I mean, how can you like part 1 but not like part 2?
Yeah, well...
That's... Okay, so of course I have them listed as one episode. It's one story.
Okay. That works.
So, number 10.
Number 10. Which one's... Yeah, my phone's ringing, and I don't know who it is, so I'm not answering it. So
Family of Blood, Human Nature. This is where the Doctor becomes human.
Yeah, this was a very different episode.
It's a Martha episode. That's up on your list. Yes. Of course. And it gives you great lines like, mother of mine, father of mine, and the way he handled the family at the end. Oh, man.
All right.
That was great.
Let's take a listen to a clip.
Don't think that saved your life.
Family of mine. Now we shall have the lives of a Time Lord.
It's empty.
Where's it gone?
You tell me. Oh, I think the explanation might be you've been fooled by a simple olfactory misdirection. A little bit like ventriloquism of the nose. It's an elementary trick in certain parts of the galaxy, but it has got to be said. I don't like the look of that hydrochronometer. It seems to be indicating you've got energy feedback all the way through the retro stabilizers, feeding back into the primary heat converters. Oh! Because if there's one thing you shouldn't have done, you shouldn't have let me press all those buttons.
Nope.
In
Love the
fairness,
doctor's attitude.
I won't give you one word of advice. Run. Get out! Get out!
Right.
Not delete button.
Oh, okay. All right, I think that's enough for that.
That's good.
That's
yeah,
really
all right.
enough. So
All
we
right,
just
he
gotta
blew
look.
up their ship, but yes, once again, the Doctor just outsmarts them. But it was a great episode. It was a great two-part episode. You know, the family was a great thing. They were hunting down Time Lords for their time energy. It was almost like a little bit of a pre-Angels. I mean, the people that are hunting down Time Lord energy. So, I mean, that was kind of cool. But it was a great story. You've got the Doctor as a human. And Martha, who knows that he's not.
And she can't even say anything about it.
And she has all these questions. And he's been so kind as to record his answers for all the questions that might come up. Except for one.
What was that question?
What do you do if he falls in love?
Yeah, that's
He
true.
never saw that coming.
Which is crazy because in his own actual lifeline, he was already in love with someone else anyway. So
Which maybe that's why he didn't think it would be possible?
Maybe that's the reason he's got two hearts. One heart for one woman, one heart for another.
I don't know, but he only had one heart when they were testing him. When he was as a human, they even hit his second heart.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
All right, what's the number 9?
Okay, number 9. The empty
That's funny.
The Empty Child. The Doctor Dances. Another two-part episode. A great one. It was creepy.
Yes.
First episode written by who, Lucas?
Stephen Moffat.
Stephen Moffat? You mean that mad evil genius?
He is a mad evil genius.
Who tugs at my heartstrings at every turn?
Well, that's what he does. He does that specifically for you, Jimmy.
That's why I love him. Yeah. He's awesome.
All right.
But yes, so what clip do we have for that?
What clip do we
It's
have?
a Rose episode.
We forgot to. We got to get better at what we're doing. Anyways, listen in. This is a small clip, 24 seconds from this episode. Here we go.
Doctor?
I'm here. Can't you see me?
What's that noise?
End of the tape. It ran out about 30 seconds ago.
I'm here now. Can't you see me?
I sent it to its room. This is its room.
Are you my mummy?
Creep fest of an episode.
Man,
Creep
yes.
fest.
The first time you watch that episode, it is nothing but creepy. And every time after that, it's just sad.
Yeah,
it's
sad.
so sad once you have figured out what you're looking for. What you're looking for is my top 10 list. But once you realize what he's looking for, where he's looking for, he's looking for his mother.
Yeah.
A great line that Christopher Eccleston, who I still miss as the Doctor.
He was fantastic.
He was fantastic.
No, that was, that was not intentional.
No, completely intentional. But he says he's just a scared boy looking for his mother. What boy out there wouldn't tear apart the world or do anything to save his mom? Find his mom.
I love my mother. She's really sweet.
I don't know your mom.
No, I thought you knew my parents.
No, I don't know I don't know your mom.
Oh, she had 12 kids.
That's a lot of kids.
Yes, it is.
Wow. That's a lot of kids.
All right, what's the next one? This is your cue. You did number 9, and now
number 8. I was trying to count backwards. Sorry, I forgot where I was at.
Have another sip of the Hogarden.
Okay.
All right, the next one, number 8, is the wedding of River Song.
Thank you, Lucas.
Okay, I need a strip of cloth about a foot long. Anything will do. Never mind. River, take one end of this. Wrap it around your hand. and hold it out to me.
What am I doing?
As you're told. Now,
This was
in the
such a
middle of
great
combat zone,
episode.
so we'll have to do the quick version. Captain Williams, say, I consent and gladly give.
To what?
Just say it. Please.
He said the
I consent and gladly give.
Need you to say it too. Mother of the bride.
I consent and gladly give.
Now, River.
Of course, Amy would.
I'm about to whisper something in your ear, and you have to remember it very, very carefully and tell no one what I said.
They had us hanging on the wire from this. Just waiting to see what was
I just told you my name. Now, there you go, River Song. Melody Pond. You're the woman who married me. Wife, I have a request. This world is dying and it's my fault. And I can't bear it another day.
All right, I think we can stop it here.
Oh, it's just getting good.
All right, we'll continue.
That's
playing.
Help me. There isn't another way.
Then you may kiss the bride.
I'll make it a good one.
You better.
All right, so what do we have here? What do we have? But an amazing moment in this show's history.
The
An
Doctor
amazing moment.
and Riva getting married. I mean, it's a great thing. It's a great, awful love story.
And
I mean, these poor, tortured people. I mean, you know, Romeo and Juliet were star-crossed lovers. These are time-crossed lovers. I mean, they're living in separate time streams, not time streams. You know what I mean? They're going different ways.
Yeah, they're going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, and even then it's wibbly wobbly. They have their diaries that they sync up every time they meet each other because they don't even know what's been told yet,
Well,
and they don't want to give out spoilers.
There was one time they couldn't sync up their diaries because the Doctor didn't know who she was.
Yes, that time was the time that was going to kill her, and it
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, it did. It was
Yeah.
sad. But I mean, even there was such a strong impact that even just them making that interaction, which was the kiss of their wedding day, it started up time again because time had stopped.
I love Riva.
She is
Riva
quite the
episodes
character.
are great. I mean, Riva and the Doctor it's just great. It's a great story for me, and that's why it's on there. It's a great episode. It's a great thing. I don't know.
You can't think of the words, so we're gonna
No,
go to the
I
next.
can't.
What's the next number?
Number 7.
All right, it's Planet of the Ood.
Ooh,
So
the Ood.
we got a little bit of a clip here. So if you have tissue paper, if you've watched this episode,
this is
you might want to grab
right in the feels.
Yeah, you might want to grab a little bit of a handkerchief because it can be boo-hooey time for some people. So here we go.
They look different.
It really tastes like perfume.
That's because they're natural born ood, unprocessed, before they're adapted to slavery, unspoiled. That's their song.
I can't hear it.
Do you want to?
So basically,
Yeah.
what got in this particular scene is the
It's the
Doctor
song
was
of captivity.
Yes.
They're in
Let me hear it.
a type of prison where
Yes.
the Ood are being imprisoned. He can hear their singing.
And enslaved.
She can't. Yeah, they're enslaved.
Open your mind, that's it.
Here he goes.
Making that
Hear it,
connection.
Mama.
Now she can hear their singing. So listen to the singing.
Hear the music.
Impacts her so deeply that she can't
Take
get
it
her
away.
ears back.
Sure.
I can't bear it.
Can you even take? No, we need to stop.
Can you bear
stop
it?
it now.
He can't even bear it.
Turn it
folks.
off. I can't.
Jimmie cannot bear it. Ha ha.
Okay, all right. I'm not a Donna fan.
No.
I'm not a Donna
It's
fan.
mostly females who are fans of
But
Donna.
season 4 was so good.
It was the best season with David Tennant.
They were.
It
Oh,
really
it was
was.
so good. It was so good, and I don't think it was good because of Donna.
No.
But in that episode, she had some really great things.
Yes, she did.
And even Tennant acknowledge that. And where she mentioned about, well, they're born with their brain in their hands. They have to trust whoever they first happen upon. And he's like, ooh. So, I mean, the way that Donna was, the things that she did, there was a reason why she was a Panion.
A Panion.
Yes, a Panion.
Now, for those of you who are just listening in, one of our episodes in the past,
I purposely said Panion instead of companion.
And I caught it and gave him grief about it, and he hasn't given it up, so it's still Panion.
It's
so
still
go
Panion.
Ahead.
My daughter even says Panion.
Well, your daughter's part of you, so that makes sense.
That's right, she is.
That's right.
So, anyway.
All right.
Yeah, Donna's not the greatest, but she has this way of seeing things and feeling things, and it's why she wanted to go with him all along. She wasn't expecting that on her first trip.
No.
But then after that, she realized she had to get back to it.
Right.
And so, I mean, some of those Donna episodes were just brilliant. Brilliant.
Speaking of brilliant, what's the next one?
Hold on, I'm counting.
Look, I've got the fingers up.
Number 6.
That's not...
Yes, it is.
Is it? All right, well, whatever. Anyways.
We're on that one.
That one?
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. So let's go ahead and, let's listen to a clip from the Christmas Carol.
So, sir, the President says there's a Galaxy-class ship trapped in the cloud layer.
He's writing it down so I can count.
Or?
It's the stupid perfume beer.
Crash, sir.
Oh. Well, that's a kind of landing, isn't it?
It's from Earth, sir, registering over 4,000 life forms on board.
Not if we wait a bit.
You can't just let it crash, sir.
Evil.
Says who? Okay, there. Look, Petal, we already have a surplus population. No more people allowed on this planet. I don't make
the TARDIS brand.
Oh, no, hang on.
And then the TARDIS slides through the chimney.
Well, it's called the Christmas Carol.
Poor begging people.
Through the TARDIS.
Off home and pray for a miracle.
No, I meant him coming down the chimney
on
Christmas.
Right through my words.
Yes.
I don't
really. Blimey. Sorry. Christmas Eve on a rooftop. Saw a chimney. My whole brain just went, what the hell? Don't worry. Fat fella will be doing the rounds later. I'm just scoping out the general chimneyness. Yes. Nice size. Good traction. Big tick. Fat fella. Father Christmas. Santa Claus. Or, as I've always known him, Jeff.
There's no such person as Father Christmas.
Okay, we have to stop it there.
Okay.
See, that's what makes Matt Smith so good about being the Doctor, because of his comedy. Because he's a writer. He called Santa Claus Jeff.
Because of course, they go way back.
Oh, man, that was great.
I mean, maybe he lends him the TARDIS on Christmas Eve so he can deliver all the presents.
That's how he flies around.
I mean, I've read that info somewhere of like how long it would actually take a Santa Claus to visit everybody's home.
That's claiming he's actually real.
Well, of course he's not real.
Well, some people believe it.
Well, he's at least real in the Hooniverse. He's Jeff. Haven't you met Jeff? Maybe him and River, they think they're... Have you seen Jeff lately?
Wow.
But that was another great episode. It was another sad episode. There was a lot of feeling in it. He's trying to turn this evil old miser into someone who cares.
Miser?
I don't know, miser.
What's a miser?
I don't know. Just seemed like a fitting word.
Did she just make that up?
No, miser's a real word. I think miser's more like someone who hoards something, and his hoarding that girl's last day.
You see, what I would like to do right now is I would like to ask people who are listening in to look that word up in the dictionary. But
miser, M-I-S-E-R.
But with the way we say it, they might spell it.
That's why I spelled it for them. M-I-S-E-R. That's not I for you folks. That's an I. It's the 18th letter of the alphabet.
A-H.
Exactly.
But
it was a great episode. There were flying fish, flying sharks.
There was a shark in there.
Yeah, I mean that was great, and it was just a great episode.
Yeah,
it was one where he breaks his rules again. Why? Because does he really have rules? He breaks his rules whenever he feels like it.
Well, yeah, because rule number 1 is he lies.
Right, which means every other rule is crap.
That's true. Every other rule.
He starts off with "I'm lying," which means basically, if you don't want to trust me, don't. I'm probably lying.
Yeah. Are you lying now?
No.
All right. So let's go on to
about what?
I don't know about anything.
About this top 10? No.
About the Misa. About this.
You've never heard of a Misa?
No, I haven't.
Oh boy.
So okay, what? So what if I'm a little bit different? That I don't know the word Misa. I've never heard of it. I've heard of Kaiser, like a ruler or a roll of bread.
I was thinking roll of bread, and I was thinking,
sandwich.
I'm sure you've heard of food.
Of course, we just had pizza. Pizza.
That's a Weird Al song, the Rye or the Kaiser.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a little,
Eye of the
thing
Tiger.
of Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
It just was it wasn't one of his best. Really
it was no White and Nerdy.
White and Nerdy from Weird Al Yankovic is
genius.
It is genius.
Yep.
I mean,
absolutely.
Even if you don't like Weird Al Yankovic, you have to see the video for White and Nerdy, which was his own rendition of Ride and Dirty.
Yeah.
And his ability to rap as the whitest of white boys is very, very impressive.
Well, Lucas, I've been a fan of Weird Al for a long time. I've always liked him. But yes, when he started getting into doing parodies of rap songs, I mean, he
really took off.
Wow. He can really do it. His impersonation, not just the rapping, but the actual impersonation of Eminem is fantastic. He sounds just like him. It's amazing. It's just great.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
I love it.
We've gotten off topic, and fans, people, Whovians, whoever in the world you are who's listening out there, all over the world, thank you very much. We get off topic sometimes, and if you don't like it,
we're always on topic.
Well, we're a Doctor Who show, and all of a sudden we're talking about Weird Al Yankovic, and we talked about pizza and the coriander beer.
Talk about pizza?
Yes, you were talking about food, and I said we just had pizza, and I said
no, I wasn't paying attention when you were talking.
I don't think you pay attention when I'm talking.
I think I was drinking beer.
That's why
at
you
that point.
talk through me. All right, what's the next number?
It's better than looking through you.
What's the next number?
Number 4.
It's number 5. See, you wrote it down.
Oh, wait, we did that right. Number 5. Sorry. It's the Pandorica opens and the Big Bang, another 2-part episode.
So we're gonna play for you a fantastic clip from this episode. This is one of my personal favorite episodes, but this is, I think, really where we saw Matt Smith at his acting genius when he first came in.
And before we go into it, let me just say, Asa, you're right. I can't count. I couldn't count crickets last week, and I can't even go.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I meant our last episode.
Okay, I'm just correcting you. That's all.
Oh, of course you are.
What does that mean?
Play the clip.
Sorry, dropped it. Hello, Stonehenge! Who takes the Pandorica takes the universe. But bad news, everyone! 'Cause guess who? Ha! Listen, you lot, you're all whizzing about. It's really very distracting. Could you all just stay still a minute? Because I am talking!
I love this scene. Absolutely love it. Great.
Yes, the question of the hour is, who's got Pandorica? Answer, I do. Next question, who's coming to take it from me? Come on! Look at me! No plan, no backup, no weapons worth a damn. Oh, and something else I don't have. Anything to lose. So, if you're sitting up there in your silly little spaceship with all your silly little guns, and you've got any plans on taking the Pandorica tonight, just remember who's standing in your way. Remember every black day I ever stopped you, and then, do the smart thing. Let somebody else try first.
I mean, right there.
Great speech, great episode.
Really beat that.
It was a great episode. These 2 episodes almost seems like separate episodes, too.
It really does, because the first half was so diametrically different from the second.
Other than the Pandorica being the focal point.
Yeah.
That's the only thing these two have in common.
That's really it, because Jimmie, the second episode was just the storyline was different, the acting was different, even the enemies that were portrayed in the episode were different. But everything about it.
You get some great things. Rory, his love for Amy.
Yeah.
You know, the doctor's like, let's hop in the TARDIS, let's go. It's a quick 2,000 years. We'll be there in no time. And he's going to stay. Why? Because she'll be safer. Yeah. He's like, can you honestly tell me that she won't be safer with me here? Then how could I leave? And he waits 2,000 years.
You know what?
Wow.
You know what, Jimmie? That's one of the things that makes this show great. And for those of you people who've chosen to listen in tonight, we know there's probably a lot of people who are listening in right now who've never heard us before, or maybe have never even actually watched the show. This show is, it's sci-fi, but it covers such a wide area of different topics. And just like you mentioned, I mean, this was basically a love story between Rory and Amelia Pond. He waited 2,000 years for her.
Waiting, wow. It's a long time to do nothing. Even the doctor tells him that.
He said,
there's not going to be anything to do.
Yeah.
But wait. And he waited.
That's love.
Rome
right
and Rory. Wow.
That's love. Is really waiting for what you want.
It is.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
But it was great. There was a lot of good scenes in that one too.
I mean, there was.
River shot some things again.
River's always shooting something.
Remember the Dalek?
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Mercy.
You will show mercy. You are a companion of the Doctor. She's like, I'm River Song. You might want to look me up again. And then she kills it.
That was fantastic. We got to take 1 second right now to express gratitude to our sponsor. That's ASAPCPU.com. You can actually look up Mr. Asa Parker on Facebook. His site, again, is ASAPCPU. Just like it sounds, like as soon as possible, CPU. So you look him up on Facebook. You can actually get your own server. And I'm happy to say that I'm not laughing hysterically while saying this, because I was the last time. But you can get your own server to do a radio show just like, we're doing, or something similar, or even vastly different if you like. And he does like computer repair stuff, like with cell phones. So if your screen is cracked, you can send it to him. He'll fix it for you.
I know a lot of people that have cracked screens.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
Oh, me neither.
No, my screens are not cracked.
Okay.
But I know people that crack their screens all the time.
Like who?
Dante.
Well, that's not surprising.
I was just helping someone on Candy Crush today, Danielle, and she had a cracked screen. It was hurting my finger to swipe.
I don't even think she's listening.
Doesn't matter. She still has a cracked screen, and I think people that might be listening might know her.
That's right. So whoever knows Danielle, fix her screen.
Yeah.
Or send it to ASAP CPU.
Yes.
Exactly. All right. The next.
You went a little fast for me. Sorry. Can I say number 4 this time?
Go ahead.
Number 4. I got it right this time.
Yes, you did. All right. This is from the fourth clip that's in Jimmie's top 10.
Great episode.
It's from Vincent and the Doctor. This is an episode about Vincent van Gogh, as it's pronounced.
Van Gogh?
Van Gogh, as we like to pronounce
Van
it
Gogh?
in the United
Where's
States.
the F in there?
That almost sounded inappropriate.
You're putting an F in his word. There's no F in Van Gogh. But they do say Van Gogh.
That's what they do. They say that. So we got a few seconds of a clip. It was towards the end of the episode where Van Gogh was taken from his own time period. And
breaking rules.
Which the Doctor
Unless
does.
he's going to be a Panion.
Was he considered a Panion?
He traveled with the Doctor.
So, maybe so. So he brings him from his own time
Therefore,
period.
it's okay.
Okay. And he brings him to the future.
But he brought him back.
Yeah.
He doesn't bring people back.
I don't know.
Very rarely.
Well, maybe there was a reason.
Martha, Donna,
Maybe there was a reason why. Either way, go ahead and yeah.
Oh, yes. Glad to be of help. You were nice about my tie.
Yes. And today is another cracker, if I may say so. But I just wondered, between you and me, in 100 words, where do you think Van Gogh rates in the history of art?
Well, big question. But to me, Van Gogh is the finest painter of them all. Certainly the most popular great painter of of all time, the most beloved, his command of color the most magnificent. He transformed the pain of his tormented life into ecstatic beauty. Pain is easy to portray, but to use your passion and pain to portray the ecstasy and joy and magnificence of our world, no one had ever done it before. Perhaps no one ever will again. To my mind, that strange, wild man who roamed the fields of Provence was not only the world's greatest artist, but also one of the greatest men who ever lived.
Vincent.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, is it too much?
Yeah.
No. They are tears of joy.
He's just crying. Never heard somebody so kindly of him.
Thank you, son. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sorry about the beard.
And then it's on.
Was there it couldn't have been.
But it's a great episode, like he mentioned about his tortured life. He was in a very dark time. Another thing that Vincent had said to the doctor was that, you're the only doctor that has been able to help me, and I don't think I'm going to fare so well when you're gone.
Okay.
And we know that when he comes back, and again at the end of the episode, Amy is hopeful. She's think we're gonna see all these great things now because we went and we made an impact on his life, and he's not gonna take his life. And that's where the show, even though you're dealing with a science fiction show, a fantasy show, where can you go back in time and change things that really were?
Right, exactly.
Not really. Not sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is someone that was really, truly struggling with a great depression.
I've struggled with that before.
And
it
hurts.
I don't like it.
It hurts. It actually causes physical pain to yourself. And
if I'm going to have pain, I want it to be from my workout. I don't want it to be from emotions.
But that's not what Vincent was dealing with.
Emotions are confusing.
Yeah. And he knew that. And I mean, even in the episode, he didn't want to get out of bed at points.
Yeah.
And it's just
bed is comfortable.
So at this point, the doctor breaks his rule. Yeah, yes. Of course a bed is comfortable. Wow. Okay. What was I saying?
That's the second time I've done that to you. You can't even remember what you were trying to bring out from the other week.
Yes, I can.
All right, well, we'll get to that in a second.
All right. But it's a great episode. He really helped him, but it still was the same outcome.
Yeah,
it was really still a sad ending.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, some things like he's mentioned a number of times in the series, there are some things that are basically etched in time. They're written, they're fixed points. You can't make that change.
And as the doctor told Amy that you have a pile of good things and a pile of bad things, and we added to his pile of good.
Pile of good. Interesting way to put it.
Yep.
Okay. What do we have next?
I'm counting again.
Number 3.
Glad you saw it that time. So this was a very emotional episode here for a lot of Doctor Who fans. The End of Time was a 2-hour episode?
3.
3 hours? It was
3
an hour
hours.
and a half each?
Yep.
Wow. So
I've got it all recorded on my DVR as one episode, and it's like 3 hours and 3 minutes.
I have them on my iPod.
Ooh, iPod.
Yeah.
Hey, look! In this clip is 3 minutes and 1 second.
Yeah, it's only a short clip, so we're going to listen to a short clip. It's actually just the beginning few minutes, if we even get through all of it.
Of the end
of time.
David Tennant.
So sad. Okay.
Now, sorry. There you are. So, where were we? I was summoned, wasn't I? It oozed in the snow, calling to me. Well, I didn't exactly come straight here. Had a bit of fun, travelled about, did this and that, got into trouble, It was brilliant. I saw the phosphorus carousel of the great Magellan Gestacht. Saved a planet from the red carnivorous maw. Named the Galaxy Allison. Got married. That was a mistake. Good Queen Bess. And let me tell you, her nickname is no longer... Anyway. What do you want?
You should not have delayed.
All right, so
last time I was here, you said my song would be ending soon.
Just kind of showing the
and I'm in no hurry for that.
Of this show, where
you will come with me.
Are vastly different about the show, where it's not just, of course, there's geeky stuff in the show, but it touches so many different realms of entertainment.
And it was nice that they led out with the humor because it got to be just so absolutely sad.
Right. Well, speaking of humor, we got one more thing from this clip, so listen in. Because he does something that's actually kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
See? Like a car. I locked it like a car.
And Ood has no idea what he's talking about.
It's funny.
That's fantastic.
No?
He said no. Did you find that funny?
Blimey. Trying to make an Ood laugh.
You can't make an Ood laugh.
No.
But he locked the TARDIS.
Yes,
like a car.
Like a car. Like a car. That was just
How come
awesome.
we haven't seen that again? Was that changed?
I don't know. I mean, there was a difference, when he regenerated or converted, as I had said once before.
Just the control room, but
yeah. Well,
the alarm gets changed too.
Maybe it got disconnected. Maybe
does the lock change?
Maybe he changed it.
Companions that have keys no longer work now that he's regenerated?
Maybe he doesn't want an alarm. Maybe he wants,
or as you say, converted.
Maybe he didn't want an alarm on the TARDIS. Maybe he wanted like a what is it called?
Maybe the TARDIS can set it because the TARDIS didn't let Clara in too many times.
Yeah, that's true. There was some other type of theft deterrent system that's used in a car. What is it called? It's I don't even know anymore. I can't even think.
What else is new?
No. In my face. All right, what's the next one we have in your list?
Right.
Jimmie.
Fine. Lucas. Number 2!
It's The Impossible Astronaut.
And The Day of the Moon.
Yes, this is a two-parter episode.
These are fantastic.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And confusing.
I mean, it's just great episodes. You get Nixon. That's great. They go to America. There's impossible astronauts. Not impossible girls, impossible astronauts. You've got, what was his name? Canton, Delaware? The third. He's in it. And this is a great sci-fi guy. This guy's everywhere. This guy is in sci-fi stuff all over the place. So I'm a big fan of him. I like that. He was in it. It was great. Is he good? Is he bad? You don't know. You see him doing stuff, and you're like, oh, I knew he was bad. Oh, he's not.
All right.
Oh, but he is. And then you have the Silence. I think one of the creepiest villains we've come across yet.
The Silence are wicked
Wow.
creepy.
And that little home for the children with that poor doctor stuck in there.
And it was, was it writing in blood
There's
everywhere?
Writing all over the walls. Get out, stay out, run away, things like that. And then he tries to say that it's the children because he doesn't really know. Because, of course, the Silence wipes your memory when you're not looking at them. So he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember that he's written these things. So it must be the children. And then you see that it's written on his wrist. This isn't funny.
I'm not laughing at that.
I know.
Okay.
Do you care to share?
All right. Well, look. We were trying to figure out what other devices are used for car theft deterrent. Now, for some reason, when I graduated high school, my parents allowed me to get a car. So I bought my first car was an '86 Toyota Celica.
Okay.
And just to keep it protected from my own, personal self-wellness or whatever you want to call it, remember the club?
Yeah.
My mother had bought me a truck club. Now imagine using a truck club on a Toyota Celica. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because my cousin Micah, who I believe is listening to us right now over in California,
okay,
he was there. We used to hang out all the time living up in Boston, and we used to go driving around. He got on my case every single time because there was a little truck club on my car.
Little?
Okay, it wasn't
little.
It actually stretched.
This is the adjective you choose to use.
It stretched all the way to the windshield. It was
Did you have to? No, wait. Did you have to unroll the window so that you could engage this? That would have been great.
Oh man, that's funny. That's not. Mike, I appreciate that you trying to get my memory going, but that wasn't what I was thinking of. I was trying to think of something else, and was it LoJack? Is that what it's called?
I was thinking LoJack.
That's what I was thinking. So maybe the TARDIS now has a LoJack.
Maybe.
So that way he can track it.
I don't know. I think this is a good time in our list to go for some honorable mentions. When you do a top 10 of anything, you can't include everything.
No.
As I was just perusing this list, I couldn't believe a certain episode didn't even make it.
I'm confused why a couple of episodes didn't make it. But my list, which will be coming up another time, will be, different. There'll be some similar episodes, but
right.
Different.
Well, of course. But these are for the honorable mentions. Blink.
Oh, Blink.
It's a great episode.
Blink is wonderful. It's terrifying, it's funny, it's emotional. It's got this confusing storyline that's gripping and I just love it.
And I think one of the reasons when I was trying to make the final cuts, why I took it off is we talk about Blink all the time. We tell people, are you going to watch the show? All right, if you need to watch the show, start with Blink. So all of you new people that have not yet seen Doctor Who, go to season 3, episode 11.
Well, excuse me. Excuse me that I didn't
Caught you
know
off guard, Lucas.
You know that deserves.
You say it's a good episode.
That deserves a little
you
bit
don't
of a
even...
sound clip. This is for you, Asa.
Oh, I'm hungry.
He says he's hungry because what did you eat a couple of weeks ago?
Crickets.
Yes, you ate crickets.
Sour cream and onion
Sour
crickets.
cream and onion flavored crickets.
Cricket?
No, I don't want a cricket.
I don't even have one to
you
offer.
You don't even have one to offer. But he was sticking them in my face, everyone. Jimmie was sticking crickets in my face.
Is that what I think it is?
What, this?
It is. It's the Mario Free Life. Soundboards are awesome.
That's great.
See, and that's where I was talking about before. Relevant to the show. What's relevant to the show is that we're nerds and geeks. What is that, the beginning of movies?
I think so.
Or is it just a lion roaring?
It's just a random lion. We like random stuff. We're random.
Oh, here's a 5-second count drop. We could have used that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See, we could have separated those. And that way you wouldn't have to take mine. Number 4. I mean 5.
Right.
So anyway, okay. Blink is a great episode. I help people to get into the show, introduce them with Blink. I've told lots of people with Blink. It's a great one. It's going to suck people in because it's fantastic.
Yes.
It is so well written.
Exactly.
It's Stephen Moffat, of course. And
I thought Russell T. Davies wrote that one.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever.
He at least created the Angels.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
You heard us again.
Okay, another... Is that my tummy rumbling? I really would like a snack.
Well, go get a slice of pizza. I don't want you eating another bug.
I want crickets.
No crickets. All right, look, we've gotten off topic.
Sorry.
Number 2.
Right, no, but there's another honorable mention. I asked my daughter when I was preparing this list,
so you said Blink.
what was her favorite episode, or what her favorite episodes, and she only has one.
What's that?
And it's a great episode, Closing Time.
That is a good
and
episode.
I would like to talk about that one as another 2-part episode. There's The Lodger, and then there's Closing Time. They both have Craig.
Yeah, but they weren't like back to back. They were in different seasons.
So I don't care.
I know you don't care.
They were both great.
All right.
Nope, both great. Nope, sorry, 2-part episode.
All right, done.
So what if they were a season apart? It doesn't matter. They were still great.
Not a 2-part episode.
I think it is.
All right.
I would have done it if I could have worked in my top 11, but you said 10. So, Closing Time is a great episode. You get Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, Stormageddon. Basically, we learn the Doctor can speak baby. So whenever any baby is just randomly making some incoherent noise, the Doctor can understand it as if he's speaking another dialect.
And it's just great. It's a great, funny episode.
Yeah, and so
it has a Cyberman, which is scary, but it's a great episode.
And he finds out that the baby doesn't want to be called whatever his name was, but wants to be called
Alfie.
So he didn't want to be called Alfie. He wanted to be called
Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All.
Lord of All.
Yeah.
So
and everyone else was peasants.
You call everybody peasants.
Well, he was the Dark Lord.
Yeah.
So that's it for the honorable mentions. There's so many good episodes that we could have added here, that I could have added here. This was my list. But that's it. So maybe you're wondering what the greatest episode, what my favorite episode is?
We haven't even gotten to the clip from The Impossible Astronaut yet, and you're already skipping to number 1?
We did?
No,
I thought we played it.
We haven't even played it
Oh,
yet.
okay. Let's play that clip.
All right.
Man, we spent so long talking about it.
Your
Okay.
fault.
I've been running the fastest I've ever run, and I've been running my whole life. Now it's time for me to stop. We're in the middle of the most powerful city in the most powerful country on earth. Let's take it slow.
What the hell is that?
I'm going to need a SWAT team ready to mobilize, street-level maps covering all of Florida, a pot of coffee, 12 jammy Dodgers, and a fez.
How does that work? We can only remember you while we're seeing you, is that it?
They're everywhere. I know. America's being invaded.
You're building me the perfect prison. And it still won't be enough.
Dr. Song! How long have they been here?
As long as there's been something in the corner of your eye, or creaking in your house, or breathing under your bed, or voices through a wall. And now, for 1,000 generations, you're going to be ordering them to destroy you every day. We are not fighting an alien invasion. We're leading a revolution.
You're going to have to trust us this time.
Okay, so
Look how cool
we've been
this
playing this clip from this episode, and actually we just got a request, and we're gonna do our best to get you that song. Somebody requested a song from the Impossible Astronaut with the enemy known as the Silence. We don't have that exact song, but what we do have is one called "I See You Silence" from Murray Gold, who does the what is it called?
Music.
Soundtrack music. There you go. The orchestral soundtrack music from the TV show.
Yes.
So we have that. We'll try, maybe we'll play that at the end of the show. So we want to make mention. We don't normally take requests, but we do have that option on our page. So if you at least want to tell us whether you like us or whether you think we suck, please go ahead and go on there and tell us.
Yeah, we can take it.
Yeah, we're men.
Good or bad, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
I mean, it's obviously going to be good, but
Of course it's gonna be good. We're awesome. When we're from Boston,
even if we
Bostonians
can't
are awesome.
count down from 10 to 1.
It doesn't matter.
That's right.
Neither one of us can.
There's a lot of people who can't count down from 10 to 1.
Yeah. Like
babies.
Like the guy in what's it called? The Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes. I think he was counting up, though.
No, he was counting from 3 and he kept saying 5.
Yeah, he was counting up.
He was counting up. All right.
1, 2, 5.
3, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
three.
all right. What's the last one you've got for us?
Okay, number 1 is The Name of the Doctor.
The most recent
wow,
episode. We just watched it a little while ago.
I know, but it's great.
It is great. It was
the-
really good episode.
I would say the best of 7.
I think it's definitely up there.
And it helped some of these episodes get better.
Yeah, because
It helped me like Clara more.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who watch season 7 of this show and be like, "Wow, I'm disappointed." And I think that there's validity to that thought because of the fact that seasons 4, 5, and 6 were so extensive, so well written, and so confusing.
I know, and 4, 5, and 6 being that were almost 4, 5, and 6 on my countdown. Can I not do that? Can I have my favorite episode be season 6?
All right, if you'd like.
I mean, who doesn't like season 4, 5, and 6?
People who haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and everybody who's seen 7.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So we got a clip from The Name of the Doctor. This is just the last minute and 11 seconds of the episode. So here you go.
My real name. That is not the point. The name I chose is the Doctor. The name you choose, it's like a promise you make. He's the one who broke the promise. Clara! He is my secret.
What I did without choice.
I know.
In the name of peace and sanity. but not in the name of the Doctor.
That pretty much is how the episode ended.
Yeah, there's a lot more visually. Visually, you can see more things, but wow. And were you ready for that?
No, I don't think anybody who's ever watched the episode.
That was...
Anybody who's ever watched a show was not ready for this ending. Nobody didn't know what to expect.
And I think for the sake of new people that may be listening, we shouldn't say what it is.
No, because actually I know of certain people right now who love this show. They are addicted to Doctor Who, and they have not seen this episode yet. They've kind of slowed down. They're watching the episode.
They got to get
slowly.
caught up. They
got to
get to it.
You have
This was fantastic. This was not. I'm not just saying this was my number one because it is fresh in my mind. It was a fantastic episode. I loved the new Star Trek film. I saw Star Trek that Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I saw this on Saturday, and then I went and saw Star Trek again on Monday, and it seemed worse. It was still great, it was still good, but because I had seen the name of the Doctor, I had seen something so fantastic, so brilliant, that even though now I'm seeing the movie in IMAX 3D, it was like, it still wasn't the name of the Doctor.
I like how high your voice got right there. That was.
Did my voice get high?
It kind of did.
No, my voice always sounds like this.
That's great. Well, we're gonna stay on for a couple. We got about 8 minutes left in the show, but we do want to play this song. So it's playing kind of in the background, but you should still hear us over the music. Someone had requested a song from the episode of The Silence. Let's see, who was it? If we can find it real quickly. No, well, while he's looking for it, this is an episode from, I think it's from, I don't even know what it's from. So here we go.
What was requested was the song by Katherine Jenkins, Murray Gold, Silence is All You Know, and the dedication is to River Song from William. Thanks, William.
Yeah, thanks, and thanks for listening in. We really, really appreciate it. So, I mean, good grief, man. We're keeping Doctor Who alive, although the episodes are not on right now. It's always Doctor Who Saturday with us.
We will have Doctor Who Saturday, yes. Doctor Who every Saturday. Come in, check us out, tell your friends. We're always going to be here.
Oh, we're always here. We love Saturday. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, we missed a couple of weeks because of various reasons. Oh, well, that song's over with.
Technical difficulties get the best of us.
Yeah, lousy technical difficulties. I don't like technical stuff.
No.
I like things to be easy to understand.
Although I am a fan of technicalities. I make them work to my advantage.
How so?
Well, it depends on which technicality. What are you going to call one up right now?
Well, you're talking about it, so why not?
I didn't have one in mind. Well, okay, I can give you a technicality of why I hate someone.
Who is it that you hate, or do you want to just leave the names out of this?
No. It's Daniel Craig.
Who's Daniel? Oh! This was from the week that we missed.
You cut me off.
That's because we were at the end of our show.
So what?
That we have an hour. We go any further, people are going to get tired of us.
Who could get tired of us?
Hey, I know of people who've gotten tired of me.
Okay.
Well, at least I think so. Maybe it should have been in my head.
There's not much in their head.
Oh, come on, man.
I had to. You say you're stupid all the time.
Yeah, but it's just a joke. I'm not being serious about it. I like to make
neither
people
was
laugh.
I. Neither was I.
All right, so again, 007.
Okay. Right. I didn't like him as 007. He's not blonde. Bond is not blonde. I didn't like that. But there was just this thing, this feeling that I got watching it going, I don't like this guy, and I don't know why. And it ties into the movie The Power of One. When I was rewatching this one back a few years ago, I didn't realize that Daniel Craig was in that movie. In this movie that deals a lot with, it's taking place during World War II.
Okay.
You've got Hitler. It's a boy who's growing up in South Africa and is mistreated time and time again because he is British.
All right.
And they're
I've been mistreated since I've moved to the South because I'm Bostonian.
Me too.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
So it happens. You are from a certain area, and you're in the wrong area at the wrong time.
I've been there. I got mugged that day.
And it happens. So here's this young boy. He's dealing with it. This is a great, fantastic movie, The Power of One. It's got Morgan Freeman. That was the only one you knew. You didn't know Stephen Dorff.
I still don't know who that is.
I still don't know anything other than Blade that he was in.
I've never seen Blade.
Neither have I, but I still know he's in it.
All right, well, go on.
Anyway, but one of the main guys that pestered this kid in his school grows up to be Daniel Craig, one of the leaders of the Nazis.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
Leading
and
the
so
Nazis?
I know. And yet they make him Bond. That is atrocious. No, it's not.
It's not just an acting role?
No.
Is it real life now?
Yes, it is. You don't understand. I had a very strong emotional attachment to that movie.
You were emotionally attached to The Power of One?
Yes. It's a great movie.
I've never seen it.
And it was just like, it was so good to see when he finally gets the best of Daniel Craig. And it was just like, you absolutely hated this guy's character. And then you don't really see him in anything. And all of a sudden you see this new Bond guy. And it's like, I don't know why. It's like the face that stayed with you that you didn't realize stayed with you. I did not realize why I hated him until I saw that movie again going, oh, that's why I hate him. I know he's evil. He's a Nazi. That's all I had ever associated him with. It was one of his first movies ever.
Well, associating stuff with Nazis can, it can be detrimental.
You don't want to associate things with Nazis.
No, I really don't.
No. The Nazis were bad.
Yeah, they really were. Although some people tried to, give Hitler some sort of credit, but those people are out of their minds.
Some people say never happened.
Right.
Yeah,
of course not. Those bent railroad tracks inside the Holocaust Museum, they're not even real.
No.
It's a figment of our imagination.
Yep. So, we've got a few minutes.
Yeah, we do.
We have news, right?
We do. Tell me, what is this news?
You haven't heard?
No, I have not.
I'm pretty sure you have.
No, because you asked me if I wanted to know earlier, and I said no, I'd rather be ignorant so people can hear my ignorance.
Oh, wait, no, I don't have time for that. Sorry. I was going to say Matt Smith leaving the show.
Oh, that one. I thought you had something
No,
else.
No, we'll cover that another time. I already forgot.
No, yeah, Matt Smith is, it's been released. The BBC even mentioned, and Matt Smith has made it clear that coming up later this year, he will no longer be the Doctor for Doctor Who. And for me personally,
it's hard.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's hard though. I don't want to see him go.
No, because he's really, really good at what he does. But
does it mean Clara's gonna go?
I hope so.
Ooh, ouch! I know. I was thinking that too, but I mean, ouch!
So, because
you actually said it.
Of course, I said
Lucas, you said it. You brought it out. You actually.
I broke the glass. Yes, I did.
Wow.
I don't care.
That's not in the name of the Doctor.
He said
you may have done it out of peace and sanity, but you did not say that in the name of the Doctor.
She hasn't been that good. I mean, she was
even
good.
after Name of the Doctor. She was willing to jump into his time stream and vanish like.
And I was personally hoping that would have been it, but no, he had to save her. So whatever. So bring back Martha. You know I love my chocolate.
Yeah.
All right.
She married Mickey the Idiot, though.
She did marry Mickey the Idiot. I think even in real life, I think they married outside the show.
In real life? Really?
I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
know that.
Yeah.
I think you've said that before, though.
Yeah,
but I still don't know that. And I've never checked the
I
validity
say a lot
of
stuff
that
doesn't
statement.
make any sense.
So, yeah, what are your thoughts, people? I mean, anytime a Doctor is going to die and regenerate, there's a lot. You want to see who this new person is.
Yep.
Can you trust them? Can you believe them? Are they the Doctor? Are they really the Doctor? They're not the Doctor yet. But are they going to be? I mean, it took me a long time to really like Matt Smith. I like Matt Smith. And I guess I was waiting for him to be great the way David Tennant was when Eccleston left. I hated to see Eccleston go.
Yeah.
But David Tennant came in and really just became one of my favorites. And I was waiting for that to happen with Matt Smith. I don't want to see him go, but I don't think I feel as strongly as I did for David Tennant,
Definitely not.
and I don't think they're going to get as deep and as emotional as they did with End of Time with his leaving.
I agree.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. We have to wait and see. But
I've been wrong before.
You've been wrong many times.
Well, I was wrong once, and I thought I was wrong once, and I was mistaken. Yeah, bad joke. That's it for us, folks. 7:30. Our hour is up. Thanks for listening in. Remember, we are across the globe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your brother, sister, and even your dogs. Listen to the Bost-Whovians and Dr.
Absolutely.
Radio. So that's it. Wibbly wobbly.
Timey-wimey.
And
Tra.